You don't have to travel to a theme park and go into debt to find a mansion haunted with light-hearted and even playful spirits. Now, if tonight's story reminds us anything, is that not all ghost stories and not all ghosts are scary. And I'm talking about Falcon Rest Mansion in McMinnville, Tennessee. Falcon Rest was a Victorian-style mansion. It was built in the late 1800s by local textile tycoon Clay Faulkner for his family, and it was very well appointed, very ahead of its time, as a matter of fact. It had electricity when the rest of Tennessee didn't see it till about the 1930s. It had central heat. It had a steam heating system when the rest of Tennessee mostly was running off coal, so very ahead of its time and very well appointed. But while they won't say that it's officially haunted, there have been some instances of high strangeness at Falcon Rest. And over the years, it has been many things. It has been not only the single family dwelling, it's been a private practice doctor's office. It's even been a hospital as well as a nursing home over the years. And before the current owners bought it, it sat empty for a good 15 years. But it was so well built. They say that Clay Faulkner had it built on the solid bedrock, so it's just as square and just as plumb as it was the day it was built. Well, anyway, one of the first instances that I read about was the couple who own it, the current owners. Their mother was staying with them, and at night she kept hearing footsteps in the hallway outside her bedroom door. Now, she wasn't scared by this. Matter of fact, she was kind of comforted by it because she sensed that this presence was a gentleman. It knew that there was a lady occupying her bedroom, and it always stopped outside her door, never tried to enter. Now, another one that I got a kick out of was a tour guide. She was explaining to a visitor was inquiring about a reenactor that they had just seen, wearing a bonnet and a long dress, clearly, period clothing from another time. Well, the tour guide was trying to explain to this visitor that they didn't have reenactors. They don't have anyone, dressing in a period dress. Well, as they were explaining this, there was a loud commotion, and the tour guide couldn't figure out what it was. It said it took her another 2 tours to figure out what the noise was. She was expecting to find something in complete disarray from the commotion that was made, but it turned out it was a mirror, and this was over the buffet, and this mirror was mounted in the brick wall, with one of the hanging wires, and the screws were still mounted in the brick wall. They hadn't came loose. The wire was still attached to the back of this big heavy mirror, and it hadn't broken. It's like it had gently slid down this wall and landed right next to the buffet. Now, they said that they didn't bother moving the mirror back to where it had been originally because, one, it makes a good ghost story. So why move it back? Well, anyway, the next one, and I think this is my favorite anecdote from Falcon Rest, is another employee. This was around Christmas time, and he was a self-professed skeptic. Said he did not believe in ghosts. His father was a pastor. Well, he had been upstairs doing some Christmas decorations, and he had been whistling Once Upon a Midnight Clear. The only thing was, he stopped whistling at one point, but the whistling didn't stop. Said the whistling continued, and it even carried on down the stairwell a little bit. He did add that it was pitch perfect, though. Now, outside of that, I also heard from a former employee that heard baby crying from outside the former nursery where the nursery was. And they all agree on this, that nothing feels scary about the place at all. It might startle them a little bit, but nothing feels scary. As a matter of fact, it's even comforting. Now, They have the typical, classic haunting stuff. There'll be doors that were secured and locked before that'll be open unexplained. There's been at least two different news crews that have had audio interference upon playback. At the time that they filmed, or one was audio and one was video and audio, one had to be re recorded entirely, and the other one, the audio had to be heavily edited for it to be playable. So that's been the story of Falcon Rest, guys. Like I said, a ghost story, but not all ghost stories are scary. Some of them are kind of heartwarming, and I think Falcon Rest fits more into that category. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also, keep your suggestions and stories coming. And thank you guys for all your support, your kindness, your encouragement. It really means a lot to me. I usually make a point to answer each and every individual comment, but you guys are really giving me a run for my money with that here over the past couple of days. I'm going to do my best to get back and answer each individual comment, but I can't make any promises this time. So thank you guys for your overwhelming support. And that's been Jay's Haunted Appalachia for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the story of Falcon Rest. And keep sending me your stories and suggestions, guys. Keep Appalachia haunted, y'all.